Hi, this is Shop Talk. I'm Ginger Canejero. Companies usually start the year with a team building session, but with team building activities done at least twice a year, some tend to take it for granted. This afternoon, we will revisit the purpose of doing team buildings and find out what new activities are there to help colleagues work better together. We're talking about team building. We now have with us Wawel Mercado. He's the operations manager of Forest Club, and we also have Sylvia Inchong. She's a training and workshop facilitator of the Forest Club. Hello, Wawel and Sylvia.
Hi, Ginger.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're talking about team building today. We're talking about places that have activities and offer a place, a venue for team building. The Forest Club is one of them.
Right. So the Forest Club is a seminar venue. It's also a team building venue very close to Metro Manila. So we're about 70 kilometers away from Manila. We're in a town called Bae.
Okay.
Spelled B-A-Y, Laguna, which is right beside Los Baños and very close to IRI, the International Rice Research Institute.
Is there a reason?
And UP Los Baños.
Is there a reason why you chose to have it 70 kilometers away from the Metro Manila area?
Well, apart from accessibility, I think it's a very pristine environment. There's a national park in the area, the Makiling Forest is right there. And we're nestled in between Mount Makiling and Mount Banahaw. So the place is an eco-resort. And that's also the reason why we decided to locate there, because of the pristine natural environment.
Do you think it helps when people go there and they see the natural beauty, they're surrounded by the environment? Do you think it helps them clear their mind, leave their worries and maybe some of the things, their burdens behind in Manila? Does it make it easier? Do you find that?
Definitely. I think they find the being out of the regular congested city very refreshing, because when you're out there you get a splendid view of Mount Banahaw, you get fresh air, and also the food is a lot fresher. We grow our own, well, it's an eco-resort, so we actually grow our own vegetables.
Wow, that's interesting.
And we serve organic vegetables and organic salads.
Aside from team building, you're also opening up a greener way of eating for the guests that come.
Right. What we try to do is we try to teach them, we try to teach our guests in a subtle way how to live with nature. We adhere to eco-resort principles, like for instance, simple things like the soap that we dispense in the rooms are all liquid soap, so that you don't end up creating needless waste with the small soaps that what you usually see at regular hotels. And then we segregate our waste. We have our own vermiculture, that, and the vermicompost out of that is what we use for our gardens.
Very
so
interesting.
In an environment like that, people, I guess, learn that there's an alternative way of living, and that you can lessen your impact, on the harmful impact that you have on the earth.
Right.
So
it's also a nice reminder. We are, sometimes when you get so encompassed in work and in your problems in work, you forget that there's a larger picture. And in this in this setting, it's in the environment, it's nature.
Right.
But a lot more obvious, what you guys also offer is, of course, the team building activities. Correct, Sylvia? You probably have so much to go off of because of the beautiful landscape that surrounds your venue. What are some of the activities that you offer?
In terms of the team building activities we do at Forest Club, we have a mixture of indoor and outdoor activities. And most of these activities are being facilitated by game marshals, and these people would ensure the safety of the participants in a team building initiative. Aside from that, the team building package or the program for a team building session is customized to a particular group.
Okay.
So there is really a lot of interaction that goes before any team building initiative is being done. The interaction is between the facilitators of Forest Club and the company, the organization, and for that matter, we at Forest Club also cater not only to companies, but to civic organizations, to small groups, even to families. For all we know, team building is very essential for a family.
Well, even families, so even on a personal front.
Even
you
on a
also-
personal basis, yeah.
Ah, okay. That's something that, when you hear of team building, you always associate it with work and with companies and
Right.
corporations, but you also do
Yeah,
something
because
on
you
the
know how
home front.
Filipinos are. We always have extended families.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had several guests that's an entire clan.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a reunion, but instead of just
Eating.
eating and videoke,
Mm-hmm.
they decide to try out some of the team building activities,
That's-
and they find it more more productive that way.
Mm-hmm. I'm also curious, back onto the companies, to the work front, are there certain activities that you find are more popular or more common with certain industries? So for example, the telecommunications companies tend to go for, I don't know, one type of activity, whereas maybe the call center industry goes for another. Is there one that's a little bit more suited for the different industries?
I guess it's not so much the industry, but the age of the
Oh, okay.
participants.
Yeah.
Of course, the younger people who are more energetic tend to want to try the most adventurous activities.
Right.
But for organizations where participants are a bit older, then they prefer the indoor activities that's less demanding on physically.
Physically.
And I think it's the way we run our business basically is that there are 3 levels of engagement with us. Some actually come to us just to use the venue and the facilities, and they have their own agenda, like they have a strategic planning session to do. Others come to us with their own facilitator and just want to use our team building
Games.
games.
Okay.
And all that is already pre-built and available in the area. So we have things like a canopy walk, a raft, a rope bridge. Things, it's in effect a menu of team building activities that their own facilitator can choose from and use. And then the third level of engagement with us now involves our own facilitator in Sylvia. So Sylvia assesses what their team building needs are, and we're able to execute it with the help of our marshals, our game marshals in the area.
What are some of the most challenging cases, I guess, that you've come across, Sylvia?
Yeah. In terms of the most challenging, most of our participants are very much interested in the mud crawl, where they go through a distance and then they crawl in the mud. And most people, when they go for team building, they would really go both for fun and the learning, because we all know that learning is better in an atmosphere of fun. And there is this bamboo rafting where people go from one end to another end and they ride a bamboo raft. And many participants in team building initiatives, maybe most of them, this is the first time for them to ride on a bamboo raft. So in the process, while they enjoy the game, they compete with each other because we form different teams. After each exercise, we do process the exercise and relate these games and activities to their working environment, to their families, to their organizations, and even to their small groups or their barcadas. Because we also have cases where people go to Forest Club to celebrate their birthdays. So instead of having the usual happy birthday with food and lots of videoke singing, we at Forest Club also provide them with avenues where they can entertain their friends in a different manner.
Do you guys also follow up on